I don't know I'm talking nonsense ke tidak.
The Business Lab.
Hey guys, this is Abu Sofyan. Join us for SMCCI's Day 1 Connect event. It's happening on the 30th of July from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Dhoby Ghaut MRT Dhoby Exchange Station Lifestyle Center. What will you be learning about? Well, we're going to cover on the topic of flexible work arrangement requests. And our GOH, our guest of honor, will be none other than Minister of State, Ms. Gan Xiaohua, who will be sharing her insights on the issue. What will you be learning? Well, we're going to take a look at how these flexible work arrangement requests can help you boost productivity and also employee satisfaction. So join us for the event, mark your calendars, click on the link below, and I'll see you there.
Welcome Sarah Mahad to Dewi Voices, a segment of SMCCI's The Business Lab. Before that, we would like to thank our wonderful studio sponsor, Craft by 3, and amazing media sponsor, StudioFive Corp. Today, we are thrilled to explore Sarah Mahad's journey into business diversification, uncovering the insights and experiences that led to the creation of Imaan Travel and its unique offering. Sarah Mahad has been running forest services for over 10 years and has recently started a new company called Imaan Travel. And Sarah decided to diversify her business as part of her Ukwa journey. And Imaan Travel will be offering Umrah services and also religious classes and talks focusing on special child, as Sarah herself is raising her own special needs child. So my question for you, Sarah, firstly, setelah sekian lama Sarah mencuburi dalam bidang mengadakan company forest services, kenapa baru sekarang hendak menubuhkan Imaan Travel?
Okay, this one is actually macam dia kata orang cakap tak ada plan. Memang kita tak ada plan.
Okay.
Tapi since after we went kita pergi umrah tahun lepas bulan 2, that is where saya rasa macam terdetik, macam interested nak buat ni travel lah, so I can come more often. So I was inspired by my husband family that who run this travel business. So because that is where lah datangnya minat lah, that's why nak buat to travel lah.
Okay. Dan dari Forest dan Imaan adalah dua company yang sangat berbeza. Jadi dari segi pengetahuan, apakah antara cabaran?
Cabaran adalah the manpower.
Manpower, okay.
Memang mana-mana lah. Tapi for Imaan dan cabaran is like also with humans kan. Pasal diorang ada beza-beza punya karakteristik ke apa. So kita nak kena belajar lah macam mana nak uruskan jemaah-jemaah berbandingkan dengan forest kan. Dia actually is about the same lah. It's all about humannya karakter kan. Semuanya diorang berbeza. Jadi kita tak tahu macam mana, bukan kita tak tahu, kita nak kena tahu macam mana nak kendalikan situasi macam gitu.
Okay, faham. So mungkin tu pendengar dan penonton yang kurang tahu, mungkin Sarah ingin mengongsikan sedikit tentang apakah hikmat forest sebenarnya.
Okay, perkhidmatan forest adalah untuk siapa yang nak pindah rumah. To house relocation. Habis kalau relocation diorang perlukan, okay, most of my clients is expat in Singapore. So expatriate in Singapore, they don't really ada rumah kan. Dia orang sewa, dia akan rent out. Dia akan rent diorang sewa resident lah. Sewa. Jadi before diorang nanti nak keluar, nak pindah, so kita akan cakap lah dia nak pindah dan dia cakap, I need to do reinstate. Rumah tu nak dibersihkan sebelum nak handover.
Okay.
So you need to reinstate before you wanna handover to your landlord lah. So kita yang buat tu semua, and then kita pun buat like dry curtains, painting ataupun refurbish, you know. Jadi that is what forest do. Kita juga buat renovation juga. Kita buat renovation, ubah rumah, ubah elok. yalah, itu je lah yang kita buat sampai kat renovation tu, alhamdulillah lah. So it's been sustained for 10 years. And then since the masa COVID tu kan, itu adalah cabaran juga. Satu cabaran bila COVID tu, kita ada 4 klien yang nak pindah rumah. Tapi semuanya jadi bukan terbengkalai, macam you cannot move.
Oh,
You tak boleh move.
They cannot travel
kita
out.
tak boleh travel out
okay.
or travel in. Jadi kita nak kena advise kita punya client to stay calm and cakap that not to worry, because benda macam gini tak ada orang yang it's unforeseen situation, kan. Jadi kita boleh cakap dengan dia, maybe you can talk to your landlord to, macam kita settle them down lah. Bila once dah reda, then kita boleh plan to move out. Then masa tu juga I also a bit stressed, how can I work masa COVID. So I have to think of something, then I have to diversify my business from moving into more essential, like we do disinfectant, and then we do deep sanitize infectant, kat sekolah kita offer school like class macam class tuition, madrasah and office, so also residential also. So alhamdulillah, and it worked. That's why alhamdulillah kita sustain for 10 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not because of ada apa masalah dengan forex that you want to start Imaan. So it's just your desire to just branch out and diversify. Okay. Dan saya juga tahu Imaan Travel ni bukan hanya sekadar memberi khidmat umrah, tapi juga akan mengadakan kelas agama yang lebih menumpu kepada kanak-kanak istimewa. Dan Sarah sendiri mempunyai seorang anak istimewa. Jadi adakah mempunyai seorang anak istimewa itu juga merupakan satu inspirasi?
Ya, Imaan tu adalah satu inspirasi buat saya. And because of her, I am what I am now.
So, apakah visi dan misi Imaan Travel? Sebab itu bukan hanya travel agency, kan? Tapi out of the talks that you intend to have, what's your expectation?
Will be more established and recognised. And then kita akan dapat banyak jemaah, insyaAllah. That the most important thing, kita nak kena ada strong community lah. Strong family support also.
Okay. Dan kenapa Sarah mau menerapkan unsur religious classes ni yang berkaitan dengan kanak-kanak istimewa? Kenapa? Lain ke daripada dengar ceramah-ceramah biasa?
So far as what saya tahu kan, macam saya tengok banyak travel company, dia tak ada, I don't know lah kalau saya silap lah, ataupun saya kurang do my research. So for me, I want something perbezaan. Perbezaan apa yang saya tahu within my my surrounding lah kan. Tak banyak ada travel yang buat kelas-kelas mengaji ataupun kelas solat. So for me as as starting kan nak buat travel ni, macam mana kita nak tahu that iman is exist kan, imannya existent kan. So kita nak offer kelas mengaji untuk orang yang dewasa, solat. Because to me masa saya pergi ke umrah tu kan, I find that I lack a lot of knowledge tau. Lack of knowledge. Memang kita diajar menasik masa kita nak pergi umrah tu dah diajar. Tapi it's all like a very basic fundamental about going to umrah.
How to perform the
How to
umrah.
perform ni. Tapi you jangan lupa tau, at the end of the day when we kat sana, we are all alone. And you need to mesti nak kena tahu apa yang nak kena buat. Kadang-kadang kita tak tahu, kita tanya orang, ni sembahyang apa, ni solat apa. So I find that make sure that bila orang yang nak pergi umrah tu, they must have preparations. To prepare yourself before you nak perform umrah ataupun haji. So kat sana bab solat, sebelum solat apa yang kita nak kena buat before kita nak keluar rumah, apa doa nak kena baca, nak kena mandi apa, nak kena solat apa, solat sunat, all that, you know. Many things yang kita nak kena petikaikan, nak kena how to say like
menitik beratkan.
nak kena menitik beratkan tentang hal-hal yang which is important lah, yang wajib lah kan. Dan sunat pun. Jadi banyak orang cuma ikut aja. You don't forget, kita ada ustaz, kita ada mutawif, tapi kita nak tahu mutawif tu ada mutawifah ke apa. And then there's a lot of people. Jadi kita tak boleh depend on one person. Jadi kita pun mesti nak ada a bit knowledge. Salah satu mesti nak ada knowledge. Jadi your friend will like tak tahu, kita akan bilang orang, you need to solat ni, nak kena solat tu. Kau tak ada orang like macam lost, especially bila solat Jumaat. Kita kaum Hawa ni jarang kan pergi solat Jumaat. So bila kita pergi sekali tu, kita rasa macam am I doing the right thing? Betul ke solat ni 2 rakaat? You know, because kenapa dia 2 rakaat? You know or not? Jadi that is a beautiful Friday prayers is kita kalau solat jemaah kita cuma buat 2 rakaat. Kalau kita solat persendirian kita buat biasalah 4 rakaat lah. So there's a beautiful part of solat berjemaah. Jadi kan ada orang tak tahu kan, pasal kita jarang cakap jarang orang perempuan nak pergi masjid, pergi solat Jumaat. So that's why saya nak ketengahkan lah bab solat. That's why I find that it's not just me but ada people yang nak perform ke apa, they should come to this class. Gitu.
So dengan adanya kelas-kelas agama ni, so these are all I believe it's your value add service that you're having on to Imaan. So that it's not just a travel agency that focuses on umrah, but it also sets you apart from the other travel agencies out there that they offer religious classes and also talks in raising special
child needs. Yes, because recently I've planned with my ustazah that I have tak pernah kita dengar ataupun ada event bab pasal anak istimewa, macam mana kita nak purification for anak-anak istimewa. To cleanliness lah, macam mandi hadas, you know. Itu untuk baik wanita, baik perempuan ataupun lelaki. You know, for me, because I pun tak tahu. Jadi bila kita tahu tu, I rather like let's share this, macam nak share awareness untuk parent out there yang ada anak istimewa. Kalau ini adalah satu benefit for them kan. Pasal kita selalu fikir anak istimewa tu memang dulu, macam like my daughter is Imaan, she was born with Down syndrome and then very severe. Jadi masa tu kita tak tahu bila dia first yelah maaf cakap dia bila datang menses kan, and then kita tak tahu whether nak mandikan hadas ke tidak, perlu ke tidak. Pasal ada mak-mak cakap no need lah because she's special, dia tak ada dosa, tak ada hisap, tak ada apa, jadi dia tak ada apa-apalah.
So tak perlu.
Macam tak perlu gitu. Jadi kita pun yalah tak perlulah pasal dia anak istimewa. Kita pun tak tahu when she came ke apa kan. So bila kita dapat tahu that actually memanglah dia tak berdosa. Dia tak berdosa pasal dia anak istimewa, dia anak syurga. Dia tak buat pun tak jadi dosa pasal dia tak sembahyang, dia tak pasal memang tak ada dosa pasal dia anak istimewa. Tapi jatuh dosa tu kepada kita yang tahu.
The parents?
Yalah macam keluarga. Kita dah tahu macam keluarga kan, like as a mother, you know, yang caregiver for her. Jadi dia tahu bila kita yang wajib mandikan dia hadas. Sama juga macam meninggal, orang yang meninggal mandi jenazah, takkanlah jenazah tu nak mandi sendiri.
Betul.
Jadi orang yang hidup ni yang uruskan yang si mati. Sama juga macam orang yang baligh tapi tak berakal. Jadi orang yang akal baligh ni lah yang kena uruskan orang yang tak berakal tapi dia dah baligh. Gitu contohlah.
Okay. So macam menubuhkan Imaan Travel ni nampaknya macam memerlukan a new kind of knowledge altogether.
Yes, saya.
So what, having to run Foris and then now Imaan, what are the challenges, the different kind of challenges that you face personally when you run these two?
The challenges that I facing now honestly because of tak ada banyak knowledge in religious punya
Your own personal
you know,
knowledge,
jadi adalah tapi tak you know, that's why we macam mana kita nak like how to get this situation, kita kan ada complicated, bukan complicated macam like kita tak ada knowledge, so how nak dapatkan knowledge, so we get people yang ada knowledgeable to come in and then not just teach the participant but I also will involve also.
Okay. So di dalam menjalankan dua perniagaan yang berbeza, how do you juggle yourself? Sebab the expectation I believe is different for Foris, I think, which is more, more technical, memerlukan tenaga. Tapi Imaan mungkin dari segi emosi dan mental.
Betul.
Jadi how do you juggle in these two?
So okay, for Foris kan, so after kita decided that Imaan is born, bila Imaan lahirlah Imaan Travel and Tour tu kan, we duduk dengan I sit down with my husband and cakap that okay, you handle Foris and then let me handle Imaan. Or sometimes bila Foris tu kita dah macam dah uruskan tau. We already plan what is what and what is ni. Kita dah ada pekerja macam like ada orang yang akan uruskan. You know. Jadi kalau Imaan ni is like macam we already arrange, kita dah schedule kan, you know. Nak kena schedule kan for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, siapa yang ajar hari apa. So it's already scheduled.
Okay.
So dia flow according to the schedule lah. Jadi for yang nak cakap bukan challenge tu tidaklah. Sekarang pasal kita tak ada kita belum lagi ada we cannot belum lagi nak buat package kan.
Oh, okay.
But
still in the works.
Yeah,
okay.
It's still work. And then but kita are working. I was so blessed. Alhamdulillah. I was so blessed that when we want to started this, because of kita tak ada apa-apa banyak knowledge kan. Kita got a support that kita kenal dengan ustaz ni from this travel company. So dia lah yang banyak mengajar, yang banyak bimbing, banyak advice, all that lah. Because itulah yang buat kita rasa that okay, we are confident to go all out because kita dah put our 2 feet kat dalam ni. So kita there's no way that we are turning back. So kita have to move on and kita usaha dan kita tawakal lah.
I think first and foremost we need to understand how the interior design industry works here in Singapore. You know, so majority of the IDs or the people who work within the interior design companies, most of them are actually freelancers. They are not employed based on a full-time basis. So they work on a commission basis, you know. So, and some business models or some ID companies want to have a lot of ID so that they can close a lot of projects on, you know. My personal tip here is start with visiting the IDs that you have shortlisted or you're interested in. Look at their place of work, look at how they work, look at their office. Once you have done that, I think what you should also do here is to ensure that these IDs that you potentially want to engage are HDB licensed. Last but definitely not least, and to me the most important, because I think nobody do this. Okay. Once you have confirmed, or let's say for example, you really want to sign with this ID company, right? Go to Accra website and pull out the company's profile. Firstly, you know who are the directors, you know where is their office, you know when they were incorporated. Most importantly, you know how much they actually put in as the initial investment or their capital. So in the context of my industry, right, the ID industry, right, I always advise my clients, don't look for cheap, look for value. Okay? Because cheap don't guarantee you that you're gonna get what you want. Okay? Because in order to be cheap, there are corners that I need to cut. But instead look for value. And when I talk of value here, it's not just what I use to build your home, how I communicate with you, how prompt am I, you know, how am I, how I can advise you, you know, these are all the value I add, you know. So like for us, because I maintain a very small team, right? So we only manage between 2 or 3 projects a month. We don't do a lot of projects. Okay. So this way, my people are better at managing that project. We are at site more frequent. We are constantly there to check if there are mistakes being made, you know. And our communication with the owners are more frequent, more kira macam more in depth. We are able to, yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe both you and your husband running these 2 different businesses. So how do you share the load, and then how do you manage the conflict? I'm sure as husband and wife, there will be conflict when it comes to running the 2 businesses. How do you handle that?
Gaduh selalu. Tak adalah. Okay lah, gaduh tu memanglah pasal kerja je lah, nothing personal. Okay, but mostly I do a lot of marketing, I do a lot of sales, and then my husband will run the operation. Then I will handle the schedule, macam like this ada wiring ke, ada moving ke, ada cleaning ke apa, then I just schedule. I pun tahu dia punya schedule macam mana kan. So this is what I do what I do best lah kan, buat marketing, scheduling and everything. So he is more operation, yang on hands yang buat ni semua lah.
Okay. So on top of running the businesses, you as a wife, as a daughter, as a mother, how again you jalankan you punya tanggungjawab yang lain, and now that you have your special needs child, I think it's a bit more challenging also. So what makes you not wanting to give up ke? What spurs you on?
Ada kala tu I rasa feel like macam tired. You've been running around sampai tak nampak matahari, balik pun tak nampak matahari, that kind of stuff, Jadi pasal anak pun makin membesar, so I always like macam I say that no, I have to schedule myself, because kalau I boleh schedulekan my husband punya, dia punya itinerary, dia punya work, so I can also do mine. So sekiranya if I have to work early in the morning, contoh kalau ada pindah ke ada apa kan, ada kena kerja pagi, so malamnya I already masak for tomorrow. Jadi before I nak jalan kerja, I dah panaskan lauk. And then I make sure that all the laundry, everything, semua I akan buat malam-malam, kasih bersih, make sure tak ada kain baju, semualah. So that jadi besok pagi budak-budak pergi sekolah kan, make sure diorang balik, diorang dah ada breakfast, before diorang pergi sekolah dah ada breakfast, balik dah ada lunch, semua already been prepared. Dan kemas rumah semua dah buat sebelum kita balik. Jadi anak-anak cuma tahu, dia tahu nak hang baju dia, like it's like monotonous lah. Budak-budak ni tahu what to do bila diorang balik sekolah, what to do. Semua dah macam apa? It's like macam dah cari ruling lah. Ruling. Jadi senang. Bila balik malam, I make sure that I check diorang punya homework, ataupun tanya whether they have a homework or anything that they need me to discuss. Memang kerja sebagai ibu ni, I tell you, even though you pay me 5,000 pun will never, bukan apa? Bukan tak cukup lah. Dia punya
tak boleh itulah measure up.
You cannot measure
to the
up
amount
of mother punya work.
Betul, I agree.
Sakit pun kena kerja.
Betul. So looking ahead, with Imaan, what's your hope? What do you hope Imaan will go? How far? What's your plan for Imaan?
InsyaAllah boleh pergi sampai ke international.
International.
Amin. Memang
so that means opening up branches?
Yes, correct. InsyaAllah.
Okay.
InsyaAllah. Because like I say, Imaan is very new, too new to say a lot of stuff. In fact, I am also still learning and still learning. You know, about not just learn about macam paperwork ke apa. It's all about physical, handling a human. Handling human is never easy. Baik for Riz ke, baik Iman is still the same. You know,
Okay. So, apakah kata-kata motivasi yang Sarah boleh kongsikan kepada para pendengar dan penonton kita?
Okay, for me, my selama pengalaman 10 tahun ni, dengan saya tak langsung jadi business mother, like earlier I mentioned, tak ada boundary in anything like macam like language boundary, tak ada language. Kalau orang cakap, oh you tak tahu cakap orang putih, you tak boleh berjaya. No, I tak boleh cakap orang putih, but alhamdulillah I berjaya. So never give up, keep on strive apa yang you nak, sentiasa usaha. Because I honestly I cakap I don't have a high qualification. I'm a drop out. Okay, I'm a drop out from ITE. And then, but I learn. I take my night classes until I got my diploma. You know, not. And then I cannot speak English, but now I can speak English. Tapi not fluent lah.
Yeah.
But never give up, you know or not. So, never give up lah. Apa yang kita nak kena buat tu, pasal anak-anak adalah satu dorongan buat kita sampai ke tahap ni. InsyaAllah, I macam emotional lah. Sorry lah kan. Because anak-anak is my kekuatan. Itu je lah. They are my strength, my everything.
Why you cry?
Tak tahu lah. It's just that pasal anak-anak ni kan.
It touch your emotional.
Yeah, because I have a special child.
Yeah.
And then some more, it was like my eldest. My eldest daughter, after we waited for 3 years to have a child, and then we have...
She's your first, right?
Yeah, she's my first. So yeah, and then because of her also, because I tak prepared kan, because I never expected that why I start with Forest, because I was in the banking line and also a corporate. You know, and then I have to sacrifice my career just to look after her. I got no choice. I left no choice after all the hard work I have gone through just to be where I want to be in a banking line, especially with no qualifications. I managed to go through, penetrate to banking industrial, but unfortunately I cannot. Because I have to look after Imaan for 7 years. And after my husband was kena retrench from Singapore Power, then we have like financially problem lah masa tu. That is where we start to do delivery, and then my auntie was doing the expat fair. So one of the vendor, the transportation cannot come because broke down, and then we have to come to save, to save them and then deliver them, and they like our services. So from there, my auntie said, I think this is a thing that you need to do lah. I think you both need to think about doing what you are doing. So alhamdulillah, we've been doing from just delivery, become moving, and then become painting, become handyman,
All the
plumber.
extras.
It like we don't have business plan at all. It's spontaneous and naturally, not. It's just like, wow, okay, that's already, dah 10 years alhamdulillah. And we didn't even celebrate our 10 years because we were so busy. We were busy from January before I go for my first umrah last year lah. Until end of the year, we were so busy. You know or not? So, and then that's why the Imaan tu is actually, Imaan is my daughter, my eldest daughter. So Imaan, that is why I put her name to Imaan Travel, because this Imaan is faith. So wherever you do, whatever you go, you must have that faith. You don't believe like all this kind of nonsense, like all negativity, thought, all that, because I have faith, This Imaan is not I plan, not I like think of doing it. It's just like naturally come from him. So I believe that this is a thing that he want me to do, and I mesti nak kuatkan Imaan. Because cabaran, because there's a lot of challenging in doing this travel. There's a lot of competitors, and then definitely they want to compare.
Faith, Imaan, yeah. I think anyone running a business is always a test of faith, especially when the business is not doing well. That's when you're being tested the most.
Yeah, alhamdulillah lah. For 10 years I survived. I didn't take loan, no investor, no nothing. 10 years, our capital was just only $380. Yeah, so like I said, there's no boundary in anything, because if you have that perseverance and you know that you need to do what you need to do, as a parent, because I never think being an entrepreneur, I never imagine myself being like, to be not say famous lah, totally far away from being famous, you know. Like people know who Sarah Mahat because of doing forests, but this is a different, you know, there's a new entity that, oh, now Sarah is doing Imaan. You know, so Imaan need to do a lot of hard work, like how I built Forest. You know, last time Forest they don't know who is Forest and who is Sarah. You know, or not, and it take many years to be where I am now. You know, so yeah, I think it's not. I think this is not me, but it's him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially more so for a parent with a special needs child, it comes from the basic desire of survival.
Yeah, correct.
Because the child, I think I believe, I mean, even having normal children, raising them is a challenge in itself. What more having a special child? So for that, kudos to you, inshallah.
I mean, I know I try my level best.
You will do well.
To be a good mother, to be a good wife, and also to be a good mompreneur, you know, or not.
Yeah, inshallah.
I mean,
So I believe learning itself is a journey for a lot of business owners out there. So thank you, Sarah, for sharing a very insightful input that you have given us
Alhamdulillah.
with the viewers. So before we end, once again, we would like to give our thanks to our venue sponsor, Craft by 3, and amazing media sponsor, StudioFive Corp, and of course to our viewers and listeners. Thank you for tuning in to Dewi Voices, a segment of SMCCI's The Business Lab. Till the next episode, bye!